Okay, so now let's look at how to publish new content to the website. So it doesn't exist, it's not on the website, it's a new event, it's going to be a new ministry, new connect information or whatever. We want to publish that to the website. Well, we want to go to our control panel, which we already have logged in from previous videos. And when I go to my control panel, I'm going to go to my publish tab. Alright? And let's say for the sake of this video, we want to publish a new ministry. Right now, the only thing we have is kids ministry. So let's say we want to publish a student ministry. I would go to my control panel, and I want to first figure out what category of thing that I'm wanting to publish. Well, we just said ministry, so that's pretty self-explanatory. The best way to answer this question would be to ask yourself, what button is it going under? Well, ministries is a giveaway there. Alright, about us, connect, and events. So if I wanted to create a new about us page, I would go to publish about. If I wanted to create a new event, I would go to publish event. So just make sure you're putting it under the right category. So for the sake of right now, we want to add a kids page. So we're going to go to publish ministries, and we're just going to call this student ministry. So when you go to publish ministries, it's going to pull up a form. It's a very basic form with three main parts. The first part is a title, all right, and we're going to give this a title of student or students. Now the reason this title is important is because first of all, it's going to show up in a drop-down menu under that button, under that category. So we're adding a new ministry, so the title is going to show up in this drop-down. So the title of the kids ministry is kids. So under ministries, it's going to say kids, and then after we're done with this one, it's going to say students. So I personally think it's important to give your titles, give your ministries more generic titles. You know, if your youth ministry has a very specific name, to a visitor to the website who doesn't go to your church, they're not going to know what on fire means or whatever. But if it says students, then they're going to know it. So it's going to be displayed in a drop-down menu underneath that corresponding category. It's also going to be displayed in a menu on the right side of the page. So every ministry we add, the title is going to get pulled, and it's going to just keep adding links here. So right now we have kids, but after we get done with this, it's going to say kids, and then it's going to say students. And then the last place it's going to get displayed is at the top of the page. It's going to get displayed at the top of the page, so kids. So that one title we're going to put in is going to be shown on the drop down, on the sidebar, and at the top of the page. So we're going to name this students. And then if we look at the content page here, we're going to see two main things. We're going to see a top picture, and we're going to see text, like content summary text. Well, if you're looking at your form, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see a place to put in a top picture, and you're going to see a place for body of text. Okay? So first we would start by putting in a picture. Well, I've said here, and it's very important that you make sure your images are 600 by 250. 600 pixels wide and 250 pixels high. Whatever program you're using for images, whether it be Pages or Photoshop or Publisher or whatever you're using, there should be an export option, and you need to make sure you use the right sizes. iPhoto, you can export out that way. So you want to be 600 by 250, and I have told the website to display that picture at that size no matter what size picture you put in. So if you put in something with the wrong dimensions, it's going to skew it to display it at the right size. So I would choose my file, and I don't really know if I've got a good student picture, but I would find that on my hard drive if I have it. Let's see here. Okay, we'll just select this one for right now. I'm going to put that in there. I know it's not the right size, but we'll see how it'll skew it. And then I just want to go in my body, and I want to type what I want to show up here. Okay? Don't have to worry about the title because that's already taken care of. I just want to type here. So I could just type anything. We have heart Okay, so I've just typed a little sentence here. So now I have my title, my picture, and my text that's gone in my body here. If I hit submit, we're going to see it's uploading the picture to the server, and now we're done. So if I refresh my page, I should see that my student ministry has been added. Under ministries, we see kids, but now we see students. Over on the sidebar, we see kids, but we see students. So any of these links is going to take me to my student page. Now, I uploaded a picture here that was not the right size, but I've told the website to only display it at 600 by 250, so you can see it's kind of skewed, kind of squishing her down. So you want to make sure as much as possible that your images are a rectangle. Then we see the title that we put in, and then we see the text right here. So all of that is getting pulled from this form that we just filled out. Alright, title, picture, and text. So that's pretty self-explanatory. You get the same form for the About Us information. You get a title, a picture, and a body. So right now under About Us, we have what we believe, but let's just say we wanted to add one that said core values. Excuse me. I could go pick out my picture. Let's see. For right now, I'll just pick this one. And then under body, we'll just say core value content goes here. And if we hit submit, give it a second to load here. It's uploading the picture. It's done. So if I go back and I refresh, under About Us, I now see what we believe and I see core values. That shows up on the side over here under core values. This is just the image that I selected. We see my title and we see the text that goes there. So About Us, Connect is the same way, and Ministries is the same way. As you add those titles and those pages, they're going to show up in this drop downs and on the side, and then what you put in those boxes will show up here. We'll worry about events later because there is a different way to publish events, and you should never have to worry about publishing a home page because that home page is already there, and you'll only be making changes to that. So you can go ahead and start adding content to the website, adding ministry descriptions, About Us pages, and things like that.